Okay. Hoping that I am in focus. You think after like 6 years of having this camera, I would like understand it? But I don't really, and I'm tired of fiddling with it. Anyway. What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle, if you have not met me already. In today's video, I just wanted to go over basically everything that has been going on with me. Also, tell you guys what to look forward to in the future with my content and stuff. I always feel like I need to sit down and explain myself, especially when I get super busy and am not able to produce as much content. And I just feel like that's like YouTube algorithm, Instagram algorithm. That's just like the internet guilting me into continuously putting shit out for you guys. And although I absolutely love doing this, I love creating, to be honest, sometimes there's just going to be time periods in my life where in real life requires a lot more of me than my social media persona. If that's the case, I'll just do my best to try and upload when I can, but I would much rather my uploads be few and far in between, but still be great content and great quality, rather than like just keep dumping videos out that I don't really care for and I feel like you guys wouldn't really care for. I just feel like the internet is more so pushing quantity over quality, and I'll never agree. And if that means it's gonna be a slow following for me, then that's fine, because I'd rather know that what I'm making really has my heart in it. That's my tangent for right now. Really quick, I do want to take the time to say thank you all who do tune in to all my videos, especially when my production is very slow as of lately. I meet you guys at festivals and shows, and I get to see your faces in person versus just like a subscriber on the screen or whatever, or a follower, I guess. It really does make my whole day. It is exactly why I do this. I literally do this so I can talk your guys' ear off and make friends to whoever wants to tune in and hear what I have to say. So I do really thank you all so much, and there will be more coming, trust me. Just it's slow moving right now. That's basically what I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video, and just give you guys some massive, huge life updates, because there is so much that has been happening. And usually when my life is going fast-paced like this, I just want to sit down and just debrief it all with you. Plus, looking back at these videos and like seeing the transitions in my life is really fun to watch. If you're interested in hearing all my life updates, then just keep on watching. Subscribe if you are new here. Also, don't forget to follow me on Moon Delights, my Instagram. Even if I'm not making videos as rapidly as I want to on YouTube, I'm pretty much always active throughout the rest of the week over there. And some of the stuff that I will be telling you guys in this video today, I may have already mentioned on my Instagram. So some of you guys might already be up to date with some of these things. I'm just gonna start by stating the obvious. As you can probably tell, there's lots of changes within the way that I look, and one of them is being my hair. So if you're new here, then I'll fill you in quickly. I am a cosmetologist. I have my own suite, and I also just started a second job as like a shampoo tech. So hair is my life. With that being said, I have always been incredibly insecure about my real hair. I have baby fine, fragile hair. Whether I bleach it or not, you basically could look at it and it would break off, and it's always been that way. I think hormones definitely, as I was getting older, has made it even worse. I did have extensions last summer and I loved them. However, knowing that I already had fragile hair, the type of extension that I had when removing did rip out some of my hair. I was already aware that that was going to happen though, so I had already planned to cut my hair. With all of that, I know I've mentioned on my channel a couple times now, I am about to be in a wedding. It is one of my best friends that is getting married. In terms of content and photos, being in front of the camera with my hair feeling super broken was something that I've been very insecure about. And it also could be a big factor into why I have not been wanting to be in front of the camera as much. I just feel like no matter what I was doing, my hair was just like breaking off. So I did my research on the best type of extensions that I could do for my type of hair, and that is when I discovered the IBE method. I do not do them. I am not certified in them. I had to find another stylist to do that. So basically I'm planning on keeping my hair long, probably until after all the wedding shenanigans are over. I'll just have to see how my hair starts to feel in terms of like health. There's been a lot of research coming out with hair loss linked to COVID, long COVID. That could be the part of it too. So I'm just basically keeping an eye on it. But until then, I have beautiful long mermaid hair that I'm really, really happy with. Because of that, I probably, hopefully, will be able to get more content out because I really was struggling over the winter months. Like, I just didn't like the way that I looked, I didn't like the way that I felt, and I was not feeling very inspired. So that's the update on my hair. Some of you guys were asking me on my Instagram a little bit about it and just kind of like wanting to know the story behind my hair. So that was a brief little synopsis. I could go fully into detail in a totally separate video, but ultimately I was feeling incredibly insecure and it was hindering a lot of things that I wanted to be able to do, and because of that, getting hair extensions was worth it. The other thing that I want to talk about is where I've been, what's been going on with me mentally, and all of that kind of stuff. As I stated, I now have 2 jobs. Because of that, there are some moments where I come home and I'm very drained and very tired from the day, having a good day, but just not necessarily so inspired into creating content. I know you guys don't really care about that, but it all kind of is like leading up to the other things that I want to talk about. One of them being this finger. So I had acrylic nails and I fell and broke off my entire nail, like to the skin, ripped it completely out of the cuticle. I think that when I am really stressed, my body internalizes it in different ways. It kind of hit me that perhaps maybe I need to really sit down and be a little bit more, I guess, present. I just felt like I was working a lot and stressing myself out with a very busy schedule. I decided to take a break, and during that break of work, it wasn't a very long break, it was only just for like 6 or 7 days. But during that time, we were supposed to go to Buku Music Festival, which was in New Orleans. Because of all the things that I had just mentioned, and also just the money, really it came down to money, we had decided not to go to Buku, which in turn changed a lot of things for content for me because I was planning on doing a lot of content for that festival. And I was kind of down on myself with that because I feel like sometimes I put all my eggs in a basket in terms of like going to a show or a festival or like buying festival clothes to show with you guys. Sometimes when I get like that, I can get into a little bit of a rut and start to feel sorry for myself. But once again, I think it was all just signs and signals with like Buku and the flights and airfare and stuff being way too expensive. I just basically was saying to myself like, I think you just need to slow down. Hopefully this makes sense. This video isn't coming off super ranty. I feel like all of the things that I'm mentioning kind of just like intertwine. So I'm going back and forth with things, but like they all connect. Another big reason why I have been overworking myself to the point of where I've been stressed out is because I am going to a wedding. I want to be able to afford a great gift for my best friend, as well as we are going to Miami for the bachelorette party, and that is at the end of April. I have been slowly trying to prepare for that. Weddings are not cheap. I am so pumped for this, but it has been very overwhelming to try and go to big expensive festivals, as well as like try and make sure that I'm up on my payments. And as well as all of that, my family has decided that they are going to be selling this house. You know, when you're like dealing with all of this, like trying to maintain your business, this is still my first year, as well as like trying to make sure I have enough of the funds for just like my daily bills and the wedding and everything else, then my family decides that they want to move. I mean, it wasn't all of a sudden, it was discussed for a while now, but it's just now it's happening. This home that I'm in is actually my grandparents, and they have lived in this house for years, ever since my mom was a little girl. So that's why when I say in videos I have family over and stuff like that, it's because this is the spot where everybody comes and visits frequently. This is like all family, all friends. Like, this is the address growing up that was like home base for everybody. I'm excited, but I'm also very sad. And I would say that in terms of how my family's been feeling too, their emotions will leave a mark on me, which also sometimes keeps me from feeling in the mood to film content. Most of you guys would know Emily. A lot of you, I feel like, have found my content through Emily. That is Shroom Pixie on Instagram. Her and I have been very close. We've been friends for almost a year now, actually. And we bond over the fact that we absolutely love music festivals. We have the same taste in music, same taste in friends. All my life, I've never been someone that necessarily felt like I could move out into a home with roommates. I've almost been like saving my funds for a place of my own entirely, especially after all of the things that had happened to me last year. I just kind of was like, I think I'm better off living on my own. When the idea was brought up to me by Emily that we should move in, we are so alike in a lot of ways that it was an opportunity that I didn't really want to pass up. We just connect. Like, the best way to put it is that we just have the same style. We have the same like interest in terms of content creation. We just get along really great. Her and her partner, I feel like we all just bond perfectly. With that, I am super excited to announce that is definitely, I think, something in the works. As of right now, we are currently looking and everything should be on its way. I am mentioning it now because, like I said, content is going to start to change for me. Moving there, I do feel like I will be re-motivated, re-inspired to want to create a lot. Plus, she has tons of ideas that she wants to do as well in terms of content creating, that we would just blend and really collaborate pretty well together on lots of different ideas. What's gonna happen as far as my content in the meantime, I think you guys will be receiving a lot of vlogs because I probably will be kind of going back and forth to a couple different houses. I also will be staying with my boyfriend for a while, and he is very busy on his own terms. He is actually in his last semester of law school. So I will try and make as many videos as I can in this space before we leave. But it is happening very fast, and when I am not here, I basically have to be working and saving up for what is yet to come. Sometimes the camera doesn't really give off the things that I want to say, or sometimes it doesn't even like give off what I'm actually trying to say, if that makes any sense. But I am really excited. I'm very anxious. This will be like one of the first super legitimate moves on my end because I never have really signed any type of lease or anything like this before. So I am nervous, and because of that, like, the only way to make me feel at ease is to just work my butt off. As I'm sure you could probably all guess, unfortunately, festivals are going to have to be placed on the back burner. A few months ago, I had made a video talking about all the festivals that I plan on doing this year. That was wishful thinking because I don't even think I'll be able to attend as many as I was looking forward to this year. It's just not, this is not the year for me, I guess. This is more so the year to like do like big girl shit. I would say that this is probably the most expenses that I have ever had to handle in my entire life. So far 27 is like stepping it up. Like I have to be very financially ready, and you know, being commission based, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're not. What I do have planned, and once again, this is still wishful thinking. I think after my best friend says her vows, says I do, things will be a little bit easier for me to be able to plan. I do plan on going to some festivals towards the end of this year, like middle summer. And the ones that I wrote down, I don't even think they're in order. I honestly don't even know the dates just yet of all of these, and I would have to make sure that they all coordinate properly. But these are the ones that are on my list. Dreamscape, which I know, I think it is in May. But since that one is pretty local to me, I probably would be able to attend that. Next one would be Yonderville. I think that one's in July. Correct me if I'm wrong. But that one is probably a definite go. Then we have Sacred. It's either Sacred or Secret Dreams. That's actually where Lost Lands takes place. I don't know the date of that, and if it doesn't coordinate with some of these other ones, I might pick a different festival aside from that one. But I do love that lineup. My boyfriend loves Tipper, so it's a good shit. And then the other one is Soundhaven. Once again, fabulous lineup. All of these festivals I have not been to before. A lot of you guys were asking me about Lost Lands, and I don't know if I can swing it. The only way that I would be able to is if the stars are like fully aligned and I am not busy at that time period with work. We will have to see. With that being said, there is always shows that I'm going to. I go to at least like 3 shows a month, at least. Depends, once again, on the month and who's playing and where. But if you guys can't run into me at a festival, then there is a chance that you might be able to run into me at a show. I would like to start putting my time and energy into like going all out and traveling for different shows as well as kind of hanging out in the DMV. So I just figured I would put it out there as far as like the festivals that I am planning, because I know you guys are always wondering that too. Shows are always last minute, but I will usually update you guys when I am going to a show on my Instagram. So follow me on there if you don't already. If you guys are going to any of these festivals that I mentioned, let me know. If there's any video ideas that you guys want to see from me, let me know. Stay tuned because there is so much coming your way. I'll be spending lots more time with my boyfriend too. He wanted me to shout him out, but I kind of forgot to shout him out this entire video. So shout out to my boyfriend, and stay tuned if you guys want to see some like video things with him. He's a really interesting person. We met at Elements Music Festival, and we could probably talk about that too if you guys want to hear the story. I'm gonna wrap this up now. That was very chatty. That is all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for what is yet to come, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.